Hello, it's AliMECH. In today's video, we're gonna flush the power steering fluid, which means changing not only the reservoir fluid, but the whole system, without using any expensive tool or a vacuum pump. So let's get to it. We're gonna need a bottle about 2 liters in capacity. Maybe your cars will need more. My car's steering fluid capacity is 1.1, that's why I'm using a 2-liter bottle. I'm using ATF4. I will need 1.1 liter, that's why I got 2 liters. You will need to check your owner's manual to know the fluid type and the capacity. A carb cleaner for cleaning, a small bottle like that or a turkey baster, a funnel, and a rack. We also gonna need a hose that fits on the inlet of the reservoir and raised up to stop the fluid from dripping out, which I will show you in a minute. And the last but not least, gloves for protecting your skin. The first thing you need to do, locate the power steering reservoir. If you couldn't find it, which means the steering wheel is electrical, like this 2017 Toyota Camry. To make the job easier, block the rear tires and jack up the front and put it on a jack stand, because we will steer the wheel without turning on the engine. It will make the job easier and safer for the system. I will use the small bottle and a straw to take out the old fluid from the reservoir. You can use turkey baster as well, and then drain it into the 2-liter bottle. Remember, take out as much as you can. More you take out, less mess you make when you're removing the hoses. Okay, the reservoir almost empty. We'll remove the inlet hose, which is the smaller one, and then the outlet, which is the bigger one, to clean the reservoir, and then put it back. For removing the hose, you just have to squeeze the hose clamp with a pair of pliers, and it comes off just like that. There will always be some oil dripping, so make sure to put the rag and the bottle under there. Next, we will remove the bigger hose clamp and make it ready for removing the hose. It's always a good idea to raise and hold the hose just like that to stop from dripping oil. And then, undoing these two 10mm nuts for removing and cleaning the reservoir. If yours clean, no need to remove the bigger hose and the reservoir. The way I remove the hose without making a mess, stopping one end from dripping with my finger, tilting aside for removing the big hose, and again raise and hold that hose as well. Alright, we just removed the reservoir. These hoses have to stay like that till we clean and put the reservoir back again. For cleaning the reservoir, I'm just gonna use a regular carb cleaner and leave it till it gets dry and then put it back again. Okay, the reservoir is dry. Let's put it back and tighten the nuts, and then put the outlet hose, which is the bigger one, back again. Now we're gonna enter the flushing process. We're not gonna put the inlet hose back again. We're just gonna use the small hose that I showed earlier to stop from dripping while we fill up the reservoir for flushing. You just have to find a hose that fits on the inlet and raise it up. Next, bring the 2-liter cola bottle and put the inlet hose in it. Now we're gonna fill up the reservoir with the new fluid, and then steer the wheel lock to lock. It will suction the new fluid from the reservoir and discharge it from the outlet hose, which is the one in the bottle right now. You just have to steer the wheel lock to lock without running the engine. It will push the old fluid out while suctioning the new fluid. Don't forget to check the reservoir level and filling up with a new flute after every cycle. This was the first liter. We're gonna do another cycle again. Whenever you see new flute coming out, that's it, means the system is clean. Just like now, new flute coming out. The flushing is finished. We're gonna remove the raised up hose and put the inlet hose back again. Don't forget the hose clamp as well. Now we will fill up the reservoir to the right level and steer the wheel lock to lock to let all the bubbles out before starting the engine. We just made sure that our system is bubble free. Now we're gonna turn the engine on. Let the engine run for a while. You have to see the reservoir fluid clear without bubbles and fill it up if it was lower than the full level. That was an easy way for flushing steering wheel for most of cars. We just used a whole liter and 3/4 of the second bottle. And here are the before and after fluid difference. You can do this at home without using any expensive tool. So that's it for this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.